Continue to follow the breaking news. We're seeing really apocalyptic scenes coming in from the site of what was a maternity hospital in the southern port city of Mariupol. Ukraine is accusing Russia of bombing it. President Zelensky says that there are children under the rubble. And it is important to note that there are no known military targets near this hospital.
Роддом. Карта авиация сработала по роддому.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and what can be more dire than the bombing of a children's hospital? Tragic is a word that falls short and feels hollow. War is a purely senseless thing, and there is no honesty, fairness, or morality in it whatsoever. And Russia's assault into Ukraine is yet another case in point where boundaries are always pushed to their maximum. The only deterrent to atrocities is occurring them in retaliation, and that is a horrific paradigm. Russia is not achieving the success they envisioned in military conflict, so they push the boundaries by terrorizing the general population in surrounding and isolating cities, cutting them off from help and resources, creating humanitarian crisis, and of course collateral damage like this incurs. You know they have to use fancy terminology to ease their conscience, thinking of real people's lives like they're pieces on a board game. The reality of the situation is that they murdered innocent children, but they will never acknowledge it. If it was acknowledged, we simply wouldn't have war.
And now we have repeated cases of war crimes against civilians, and today's attack on a hospital on Mariupol, it's not the first case during last, let's say, 7 or 9 days. And unfortunately, I think it's not the last case. No one was listening to us, but now everyone see that in the center of Europe in the 21st century, army may kill kids and babies and to use this as an argument to make a political pressure on their opponents.
There are those that see through this and discipline themselves to peace and justice in everything they do because they've experienced firsthand the atrocities of war. It's a life-changing experience for anyone that's actually lived it. Those that shield themselves in bunkers while commanding and demanding the murders of war are as removed from reality as it appears. It's gratifying to witness President Zelensky's commitment to his people in a true tangible sense. He's with them side by side, not in a remote fortified war control room moving pins on a map. He's right there on the ground experiencing the same dangers as his people. And when you truly resonate with that reality, you're going to have a much different perspective about things. Nothing can be worse than hospitalized children being murdered, but war always harms the innocent. It's dictators and evil governments that inflict war upon the world, not everyday people who just go about their own business of living. The leadership of these regimes attempt to convince and justify taking human life in the name of extending political borders to grow their influence and wealth of said dictator or regime. Do you think Russia's state TV is going to offer an objective appraisal on the realities of the impact they're having right now? No, they're not. It's all shameless banner waving and pure duality that the Russian effort is holy and righteous and any opposing force is pure evil to be eradicated permanently. This barbaric line of thinking is what needs to be eradicated permanently. Stories like this, while grim and horrifying, are actually quite important to report on because we all need to see the realities of war so it simply never reoccurs again. Sadly, some of us must be poor students of history to have war as a reality in the 21st century, and showing the images of war to the current generation will hopefully bring the lessons to be learned into an era of sustained peace. So I'm asking you all to like this video, drop a note in the comments of what you think, and watch me on this very channel to keep bringing you continued updates out of Russian-Ukrainian war. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.